Hello and welcome back. And today's pull the chart is Victoria Beckham, who just had a Netflix documentary, and I love her. So here we go. She is one of my favorites, even though I didn't listen to the Spice Girls. But I like her. I like her style and I like her attitude. So here we go. Oh, Victoria Beckham. We do have a birth time. So she is an Aries sun. La, a aqua moon. And a Cancer rising like you.
Like me.
Look at that.
Yes.
We only pick people that are like mixes of us. So
Yeah.
it just magically works that way. We don't actually do that on purpose, but it does happen. So here we have Victoria Beckham, which is she was Posh Spice. She's married to David Beckham. So she was a Spice Girl. She was a WAG, the Wives and Girlfriends. She is a famous designer now, fashion designer, has a beauty brand. Just a lot of energy. It keeps going. So, what are some of your, before I just go crazy with her, because I just adore her, what are some of your
There's,
thoughts?
I think she's brilliant, first of all. You know, Aries, she's really
I feel like
grown
she's
into her.
brilliant. Enough
Yeah,
said.
she's just, well, no, not because of, not all because of that, but I
Mhm.
mean, that air, all that air in there. So her moon is trining her Aquarius down there in Libra. Her
Mhm.
Aquarius moon trining her Libra Aquarius.
You mean her
Libra,
beautiful kite
Aquarius,
here?
Libra, Uranus. Yes. Okay. And then that Uranus and Libra trining that Mars.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful
Yeah.
kite. Hmm.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so she's got that right drive with
Yeah.
this drive and determination. She
Mm.
has, oh my gosh, she's just crazy amazing. Um, this moon here, okay, so Aquarius moon can like kind of like pick up on trends,
Hmm.
things which I feel like she has all of this air and it all pushes up into the sun and it just like lights the match of like these ideas and she goes. And I
Yeah.
feel like she taps into the ideas and the imagination. She has so much imagination. And I,
Hmm.
I have a feeling she probably is very visual. She
Yeah.
probably gets a lot of this like imagination and visuals that just tap right into her. And she creates with her energy.
I kind of wonder.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Just that her Mars and her Saturn are in the 12th house, which is a little bit harder to reach, that
Hmm.
maybe she can be a little reclusive sometimes, while she's hatching these ideas out.
Yeah. I think too is like you have to really master the mental discipline
Hmm.
and she has to really like build the skills to like
Hmm.
do this, which when in her documentary she talked about she actually like kind of studied under another designer because she's like I wanted to learn the business. So she
Hmm.
took the time to find a mentor to then learn how to do it. She didn't just go, I'm going to be a celebrity and I'm going to start my line. Like she
Yeah.
actually did the apprenticeship type thing
Hmm.
to find a mentor to learn and have like a guide through it. So, and it was also one of my favorite designers. So I was like, oh, come on, my dream. You
Yeah.
live all my dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. I love, so she also has, I like this with this Gemini and then this Pisces here too. Just
Hmm.
like, I feel like she has this intuitive antenna,
Hmm.
like that just pulls down. Like you have the 12th house, which is ruled by normally by Pisces, and then you have Jupiter and Venus. And I feel like she just gets these like fashion ideas that just like whoosh, come
I
into her,
know. I know.
which I feel like she really has like a special gift.
Well, and those two planets are right at home in Pisces. They're just loving it. Just going to swim in these waters here. And
And it's right on her 10th house, which you and
yeah,
I. both have suns.
Beautiful.
A lot of 10th
Hmm.
house there. Thought it was so nice. Also she has her Mercury in Aries here in the 10th, which can be highly intuitive as well.
Hmm.
Sudden flashes of insight.
Hmm.
Um, and then she really shines her talents, right? Through the house of
Right.
her career.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, she's really set up for. So we were talking about her music. You said you listened to her solo album. I think fashion's the way forward for her.
I do. I agree with that. I
Mhm.
agree with that.
She said in I don't know if you watched the documentary, but she talked about like her first paychecks, like the other Spice Girls weren't as much into fashion, so she took the fashion budget and just went and bought a bunch of Gucci. And I was like, let me got a budget. So, but you
Yeah.
do see a lot in here, like she likes a very comfortable luxury material lifestyle as well. Like she wants to be very comfortable. This 12 and 1, this 1 and 2 house, like, yeah, she likes her creature comforts. I think that's, hey, it's who she is. She doesn't deny it, and she creates that way.
Exactly.
She owns it. Um, I did like that she talked in the documentary, which was there was a couple of things she said throughout the documentary that were very Aquarius moon. I think I told you I had like taken notes on some of the things she had said. So I wrote notes somewhere. She had made comments how she tries not to react right away. Like she kind of takes in like the emotions and tries to like process them. And I was like, oh, totally Aquarius moon. And
Yeah.
I just felt
The,
like that was her. Like it's how we do it. Like we bring it in and we think about it, but also you don't want to like jar everyone around you when you're in a stressful situation. So you kind of like keep it in to like push down and protect everyone around you
hmm.
as well, which also I feel is very like Cancer rising, second house. Like I'm going to create this nice environment, but I'm going to be rattled to my nerves. That hopefully you can't see it because I'm keeping my face like this.
Yeah, she does. When you look at her, there's not a lot of emotion ever on her face.
She talks about it and she said to her husband, she said to David, she goes, you always stand on this side. She goes, I smile from half my mouth. She goes, it's the side I'm never facing anybody. They don't ever think I smile. She goes, I do smile.
No,
She goes, we need to switch sides so they see that I do smile. I only smile from this side.
that's funny. That's so interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
I also feel like they showed her Paris fashion show and it was raining and raining and raining. And she's like, hold it together. We're going to do this because if I lose my shit, it will be a disaster. Right. And like, you're like, I must keep it together. Right.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. We're responsible for calming the room down. So, yeah, I just thought there were so many parts in there that I was like, oh, yeah, I totally get that.
Hmm.
That's just how we are. So let's look at some things for. Would you like to look at her and her husband first?
I would.
Okay. Let okay. Will we have a love match? We're on our quest for the love match.
Well,
I don't
hmm.
know. I haven't like really overly looked at the two of them together. So
Yeah.
let's.
I looked at it and I was like, how? But I think he's so grounded. He's got a lot of Gemini too, but like he's got our little balloon string.
Like she doesn't have. There's one thing I know. She doesn't have a whole lot of Earth. Does she have any
No,
Earth? But she has planets in Earth houses. Because I was like, ooh, she doesn't have Earth, but she does have Venus and Mercury in her 10th house, which is normally a Capricorn house. And then she also has Sagittarius in her 6th. Like this is how much I've like looked at her chart. It's just like in my head. Here is, can you see our David is on the outer wheel and she is on the inner wheel. So I think there probably was a past life connection as well.
well, I like that they're so close in age. like super close in, well, a year, I guess.
Hmm.
So a lot of the outer planets are going to be in the same places,
Hmm.
which is always really nice because it speaks to this is what your generation is all about. And so they're kind of on the same page that way.
Yes.
So all that aside, you can't really look at that.
What do you
But I
think?
mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to have the Venus and Mars connection.
Hmm.
That's always nice.
So one of the things with Sun and Chiron together for her is that
Hmm.
you don't want to be, oh gosh, what's the right word to say? How to say this properly? You want to be careful not to define yourself through a man.
Mm,
And I feel like this is one of those where his Chiron is there too, but I feel like they do like he does a good job of like supporting her. And I don't know if you
hmm.
know, and throughout the documentary, they talked about at one point the company was 54 million pounds in debt,
Yeah.
and he had put in like, or they together had put in over like 35 million.
Mm.
So I feel like that, like she, but also at the same times, I feel like she was a Spice Girl. She was a wag. She's a designer. Like she has these layers to her persona as well, which I feel like is that Aries Chiron, but also that Aquarius moon, where she like peels off new layers of herself
Hmm.
to maintain her own identity. So in that sense, like I'm not, I feel like almost, I don't know, is he there to like help with that a little bit? Because he's
Oh, I
very good about
agree.
like stepping back and like supporting. Did you say he was a Taurus Mars or something? What's his, oh, his Mars is in Pisces.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
Taurus sun. So
Oh,
do we not have a birth time for him? Oh, we do have a
you.
birth
Hmm.
time for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's a
awesome.
Taurus sun and oh, he's a Cap moon.
Capricorn moon.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's so grounded for her,
Hmm.
with Aries and then all her air in her chart. She's a forest fire.
Yeah. Well, she also with that in the Gemini with her Mars and Saturn, like she needs to be really careful, like to be in the right environment for her
Hmm.
nervous system. And I
Hmm.
don't know if you've watched the documentary they did together like a few years ago. If have you not watched it? I mean, I want you to
Yeah.
go back and watch all their documentaries
Okay.
together.
I will.
He is like type A to where the joke became he like cuts the candle wicks at night to make sure they're like the right length. Like he will stay up and like clean the kitchen and he like if she moves something, he comes back and he's like, well, that's not the right spot. Like he keeps he's like OC he's pretty OCD.
Interesting.
So I feel like for someone who's like could be a little like he just kind of keeps everything nice and pretty, clean counter. He cooks. He like plays with the chickens in the yard. He has a chicken coop. I feel like he was the superstar right for a while and then I feel like now he's like no no your turn.
Hmm.
Mhm. I also think her Mercury in the ninth, right? No, her Jupiter in the ninth and her moon. Like it was good for her to move to America. Like it's good for
Right.
that to like live in a different place.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like yeah, it probably doesn't look like a great superstar. Like where is the Saturn's in the first, which could feel like a damper, right, on you?
It would. There's maybe he keeps a structure there.
Definitely in the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a little hard.
They kind of met and moved pretty quickly, I believe. Hmm.
They met and then they were married 2 years after they met.
Yeah, but she had the first
They
baby
had a
before.
baby in
Yeah.
there. Hmm.
I don't know, maybe that Jupiter Mercury works for them. Like they're great partners together.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
They're definitely not like the super lovey touchy couple out in
Uh,
public. Yeah. So we still haven't found our perfect fantasy love match, have we?
no.
I mean, they definitely had their issues at certain points, right? There was the Was it an affair? Was it not an affair? Was
Mhm.
it finally confessed as an affair? Right. So I guess his Venus is in her 12th house, Gemini. Ugh. Okay, so what date would you like to look at first? Should we start with her chart with the Spice Girls album debut?
Sure. Yes.
Okay,
Let's look at that.
one day we'll find the perfect fantasy couple. We might have to make them up ourselves.
I'm thinking we are going to.
So here we have Victoria Beckham on the inside, her progressions, and then the date of the UK Spice Girls launch. I don't know. They launched it prior in Japan. I don't really understand why. So we'll use the UK because she's born in the UK. Um, and they're the best selling female group of all time, still. Also, this was in 1996. And if you've heard some of our others, 1996 was the year. I mean, it was the best year. Clearly, clearly, everything happened in 1996.
That's true.
So let's see. In her 10th house, her progressed Jupiter was over her Venus, right? We had Saturn in there. You got to do the work. It's all about the work.
Hmm.
I'm personally
Hmm.
not a huge fan of Saturn in my 10th. It's almost done. You're in it now.
I'm in it, just
It's
right there.
it
Hmm.
sucks. It's really hard.
Hmm.
It's very hard. Let's see what was going on in the sky. So in her third house, the moon was in Leo. I mean, girl group. I mean, they went out there and really hit it big. Also, Mars
Yeah.
and Virgo, they each had their own personality in this too. Let's see. Venus there. Everyone loved them. The North Node, like you could not know who they were. Let's see. I mean, a lot in the seventh house of partnership, which it was a girl group put together by corporation, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that feels very right. I mean, based on this, it's not surprising it didn't last forever,
No.
right? Because after they only were together for like 3 years or something,
Hmm.
right? And then they kind
Yeah,
of
it wasn't long.
so she released her solo album in October 1st of 2001. Did not do well. Sold 50,000 copies.
Mm.
Womp womp. Okay, so that didn't really work out. Mm. Oh, look at the Venus opposing Venus.
Right?
Like maybe okay, so when you get right, so let's talk about a return, right? So your first quarter, right? You have some challenges. And then when Venus hits the opposition, you either like keep it going or you just like
Hmm.
you kind of like cut and dismantle it. This was maybe a cut and dismantle a solo decree a career. So that would kind of make sense. So that went womp womp. Yeah, not great at all.
Mm-mm.
Yep. Which is funny because she had that Jupiter was right by her ascendant. Just yeah, didn't work out well.
No.
Not the right direction. Sometimes fate steps in. So then we are going to go into the fashion time. So she launched her own label. Now she had done like a denim collection. We're going like the Victoria Beckham label. She launched it during Fashion Week 2008. So Fashion Week was the 5th through the 12th. So we'll go with the 5th of that week. Okay. So this is the 5th. So it's going to be for a week long. But here is the launch of her label where she had people come into
Ooh.
a showroom, right? You have the nodes. Look, she's got this is
Yeah.
really nice for fashion and launching.
Yeah.
And she did it as like, well, because she was so new, like she invited people in to like see the clothes in like a room, not like the New York Fashion Week runway shows. Wasn't Project Runway. Um, but you have the sun and Saturn down there conjunct that like early in that week,
Hmm.
which, you know, she really put a lot of herself into it, her ideas, working hard. I do like this down here. I don't mind that at all.
No, no.
Got to remember, Pluto's not always bad. It's power and transformation. And here is this new part of her.
Right. Right. I like the power part of this.
And her clothes are very like structured and clean lines. It's not this like, which is interesting. It's not the flowy flowy,
Hmm.
right? Which you would expect maybe with Libra a bit. It was more structured, well
Aries.
crafted, more Aries, which is like, yeah, the opposition there.
Hmm.
Hmm. Um, yeah, I thought this was a good start, right? A soft start. She also had the 6th and the 12th, right? So you have Pluto going through your 6th house, which is a lot of work, changing to your lifestyle,
Hmm.
um, opposing her Mars.
And Saturn. I like that though, actually. It feels like Pluto's pulling her out of the closet,
Yeah.
and saying, "Come on, step into your power here. Come on, step out."
Hmm. I also like that Pluto's in the fire sign right there
Hmm.
versus like in your head. It's like, no, no, we're just going to start taking action. We're going to create, we're going to do.
Actually, yeah.
I like that.
Looks
And
like it was a lot of fun too. Like,
right, this is like a new business venture and
yeah.
not too much pressure on you at first. The
Mm-mm.
midheaven, well, this was during a certain time, but yeah, I feel like this was also like Uranus going through your 10th house. This is a new business venture,
Yeah.
new way to be seen.
Hmm.
Thought that was good. So she launched in 2008 and she won Designer Brand of the Year in
Hmm.
2011. And that was on November 28th, 2011 at the British Fashion Awards. So we're going to go ahead and say that was probably at like 9 p.m., right? So here we are, British Fashion Awards. She is Designer Brand of the Year, which, you know, she wanted to be accepted as well in this industry. It's very hard. But I love that the Neptune over her moon, like this was
Hmm.
probably a very dreamy
Hmm.
like moment to be seen. Look at Jupiter opposite the Mars there. I mean, she's being recognized by the press.
Exactly.
It's really nice. All of her hard work in her 5th house of beauty. Here she was. She gambled on herself and she did it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I thought this was very, very nice.
Hmm.
She was right around the time of a nodal return.
Yeah.
This seemed to be like in line with what you should be doing.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Jupiter had just gone over her sun, which is good. So she launched her Paris Fashion Week. That was the first. So that's when you've like made it, right? Like to show in Paris is huge. So, which is pretty much like the big thing in the documentary. So that was September 27th, 2024. So here is her Paris Fashion Week. Got the North Node in the 10th house, close to your Mercury, right? This really kicked things off. Saturn over your Venus. Feel like you like when you do what you love and you work really hard,
Yeah.
good things come. Mm-hmm.
It's hitting her notes as well.
Yeah.
Chiron up there.
Yeah. I mean, she had to deal with some rain. Should be a bit of a warrior. Mm. So she had to work through some things, right? But also I feel like this was
Yeah,
like the validation of like being validated for who you are.
exactly.
It's a bit
In
of
spite of
healing.
everything.
Mhm.
What is this? Is that her 11th house then? Is that where? Yeah, because her son's on the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it probably, it's probably pretty scary to go out there and be vulnerable like that in front of
Everybody.
that crowd.
It's funny, Anna Winter is in that, and they do say they're like she invited her for years to see her like show. And Anna just doesn't show up until like she really thinks you're something, right? Also, can I have dinner with her? Have a little
Yes.
conversation. Yes. I do like Mars was transiting. It's like literally on her ascendant. So here she is like putting her babies out there.
Yeah,
These are her treasures. Here are my treasures.
exactly.
I like the Leo in the second. The moon was in the second that day.
hmm
That feels good. All eyes on you, your self-worth shining. Yeah. Oh, here's another Pluto. You love your Plutos in play.
I do love the Plutos.
Hmm.
Yeah, the
I
home
mean,
of fashion right there.
yes, right? It is
Mhm.
considered a house, right? Like when you do those big
Mhm.
shows, this is your house. Hmm. Interesting you have the South Node there. So I wonder if she's pulling in definitely things that she already knows, right? We
Absolutely.
talked
That's
about
where
how she.
yeah, it's where
Mhm.
your magic happens. It's where your magic comes out.
Mhm. True, she has her home, and then she has her creative home as
Mm-hmm.
well. You had Venus in the 5th house of creativity,
Right.
in Venus and Scorpio, magnetizing her desires. Yeah, I thought this was really, really lovely. And then the actual documentary. All right, here is the documentary that launched on Netflix. I mean, the North Node, close to her Venus. I think it really did show people a kind of like a different side of her,
Absolutely.
but also like the work side of her. The whole thing was based on this Paris fashion show with like
I
little bits
agree.
from like her past and her childhood. Oh, the other
Hmm
thing about they talked about in her childhood, um, her dad was an electrician or did something with like electrical stuff, and the mom and the kids would help him because they would like put together all the pieces of the things and build the things, and he would go and like deliver it. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, she has so much air in her chart. And then this idea of like with Gemini and
hmm
Aquarius, I was like, oh, it just seems so like you're learning to build, you're learning to like pull, use your hands, create like an actual like current to bring light. Thought that was an interesting little tidbit. Let's see. Okay, so Virgo was in her Venus and Virgo in her 4th house. I always think of the Venus and Virgo tarot card, the 9 of Pentacles.
Yeah,
It's just like sitting. That's like you and I've talked like it's like one of my favorite cards now. Like I just want to sit with my in my garden
my
with my
happy
birds.
place. I did this.
Yeah. Sit with my right? It's totally
I
is.
did this. This is mine. I did this.
When you look at the actual fashion show, it was like had the it kind of works with like the image that of that card.
Hmm,
It's interesting. Hmm. Okay, the sun was in her 5th house, showing off her creativity.
lovely.
Yeah, I feel like this really kind of works for her.
Hmm
Yeah. Be interesting to see where I mean, it's profitable now. At some point, she had to bring in an outside investor because her and David couldn't just keep and they needed someone with like some different type of business acumen to like she didn't realize like how much she was spending on like just watering plants. They talked about like how much her plants in her store and offices cost, and like they were paying the amount of money they were paying the person who came in and watered it. Um, so they had to make some cutbacks, and she was like, I had no idea. Like, yikes. But there were, yeah, there were parts of the documentary that I thought were very, very interesting. But also as like I appreciated that she and you and I talk about it all the time, even with astrology. Like she went out and she like learned the craft from others.
Exactly.
I think that's really important. Like find your mentors,
Mm-hmm.
ask the questions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know everything.
No. And I think that's her 12th house, that she has all that in her 12th house.
Hmm.
My first thought when I saw that was like, oh, she didn't really want to come out and play. Like she had to be drug out. And then when you said the part about the mentor, I was like, oh, that makes total sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Hmm.
doesn't want to showcase anything until she feels it's the best she can put out there.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
She's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also another closet Sharon would like to play in, right?
Oh, yes.
The 100 Birkin bags worth 1.5 million. She does
Yes.
have a which bless her heart, she likes her nice luxury things and she holds on to her treasures and it's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's beautiful.
We all have our things.
That's right. We all have little treasures.
That's right.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that was pull the chart, Victoria Beckham. Someone someone to keep watching.
I
And
agree. I agree.
oh, the one thing I liked in the documentary with the new business partner guy, he wasn't going to invest in her because of like the balance sheets and stuff. And he
Mhm.
went out to dinner with his wife and he was like, "You look fantastic. Who are you wearing?" And she goes, "Victoria Beckham. I love her, blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "Okay, we're going to go ahead and invest in her then." He's like, when he realized people were, I
Oh,
don't think the wife knew that he had gone to. She's like, "Oh my God, I love her clothes, la, la, la." And like, and he was like, "Oh, there is really this market. It's just she
huh.
didn't have the right, ways to get." She was also in a little bit of everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I did. She is pretty fluid. Like she starts new things.
Hmm. But they
Well,
really
her chart's
started,
very cardinal, so she's going to be.
yeah, start.
We'll see what
Yeah.
she finishes.
Her and David have like 20 different like perfumes together.
Oh,
And I think when she launched her beauty is when they really started kicking in the profits.
hmm,
So, yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Also, I would like to try a certain blush she has, which is out of stock. So I just keep watching. Just watch.
Yes. Hmm.
I just sit here and put it on while we're talking.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, so coming up next, I don't know, what are we gonna do next? We have a
I
list.
don't know. We
We
have
have
a
a
list.
list. We do have a
Hmm.
list. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
Keep coming back.
yeah,
Mhm.
right. Where else are you gonna go? Don't tell me. Don't tell me in the comments, but
No, nowhere here.
here, here with us. Okay, thank you. Please like and subscribe. Please, join us in readings. Patty also does tarot readings.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've not put tarot readings on my um site yet because I'm very slow with moving with my site. I just you and we are not the most technically advanced.
No, it does take me forever. I'm very slow.
Yes. But
Very slow.
we respond. I respond very quickly to people if you email.
Yes. Yes.
But wow, I'm slow with like anything that involves wanting to the technical. I will color all day long with you, but I do not want to figure
It's
out color.
about the people,
It
not
is.
the tech. Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. So
exactly.
that's us. That's us. Okay, so please like and subscribe, and I will put up our contact information. And till next time.
Okay. Thanks for being here.
Yes. Bye.